Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak. This is our video feature race of the week. This week's feature race is going to be the 10th race from Saratoga on July 26th, the Grade 2 Jim Dandy, 3-year-olds, and they're going to be traveling 9 furlongs on the main track. We're going to have a 7-horse field, or will we have a 7-horse field? We have a couple horses in here, number 1, Cousin Stephen, number 6, Commanding Curve. They're both also entered at Saratoga on July 25th in the Belmont Stakes, so we'll have to see which direction they go. Let's go through the field here. On number 1, Cousin Stephen, it does look like if he goes in this spot that he could be the speed. He's got the rail. He is 0 for 2 in the graded ranks. He comes off of a win at Parks. This is a tougher field, even though he's got the speed and he could try to control the pace. Just don't think he's good enough to hang on all the way through. The 2 Legend is another horse that will show speed, and I think this one could be your upsetter. He's 12 to 1 morning line. This one costs $250,000, well-bred, tis now, out of a Stormcat mare. And the trainer, H. James Bond, he's had some good horses in the past. Will's Way, Barron's, Tisway, Le Carriere. He's had success at Saratoga as well. Will's Way did win the Travers Stakes. This one is stabled at Saratoga. Lightly raced, 5 starts with a win and 3 seconds. In the first 4 career races, the speed figure went up each time. Then last time in the Easygoer Stakes, tracked the pace wide, ended up finishing second. Not a bad effort. So he comes in this one a little bit fresh. And like I said, he's got some speed in a race where it's desperately lacking speed. An inner post as well. If Cousin Stephen scratches, he'll probably go to the front. If not, he'll track the pace. He should get the first run. The 3, Olin Bader, this one a late runner. He was 3rd in the Dwyer, 2nd in the Matt Win. I think there's a chance he could get a minor award. I wouldn't be shocked if he ran 3rd or 4th, but I think he's up against it from a pace standpoint. I'm just not sure that he's quite this good either. Your morning line favorite, the 4, Tonalist, he's 8 to 5. He'll probably go off a little bit lower than that. He's 2 for 2 at this 9 furlong distance, and he comes off back-to-back wins in the Belmont Stakes and the Peter Pan. He's very good for Christophe Clement, and he's got a versatile running style, so I think he can sit close if the pace is slow, which it looks like it's going to be. So I expect that he'll be in the hunt throughout. The only question is going to be coming off that layoff in the Belmont Stakes. Is he fully cranked for this? This is obviously a prep for the Travers for him. The 5, Kid Cruz. He's making his 4th start in 10 weeks now, so he's been very busy lately. He won the Dwyer Stakes. He also beat my value top choice Legend in the Easygoer Stakes. He's been very busy lately, and he's another one that likes to come from off the pace. Maybe he'll be a bit up against it where he's facing some fresher horses. As I said, Legend is coming off of a bit of a layoff. He's fresh. Tonalist is fresh. Wicked Strong, who I'm going to mention in a few minutes, he's pretty fresh as well. I just think that Kid Cruz, so many races in a short time span, it may catch up to him. The 6, Commanding Curve, as I mentioned, he's also entered in the Curlin Stakes on Friday. For him, 2nd in the Kentucky Derby, there wasn't any pace help. He rallied nicely as a long shot to run well there. And then he was 9th in the Belmont Stakes. He never got untracked. He's not going to get enough pace help here. I think they're going to be using this as a prep for the Travers and then hope at 10 furlongs with more pace help that he can run better. The 7, Wicked Strong, he was my top choice in the Belmont Stakes. He dead heated for 4th that day. He ran in spots. He was in the hunt. He was tracking the pace, and then he fell back a little bit on the backstretch. Started to come on again at the end. He just needs to run a complete race. I think 9 furlongs is a good distance for him. In the Wood Memorial, he won at 9 furlongs. That was a Grade 1. He was 3rd in the Grade 2 Remsen, his only other start at 9 furlongs. In that race, he didn't get any pace help, but he still rallied nicely to miss by a half length. That same pace scenario could play out here, and he could be another one that I would expect maybe he could move forward in the Travers Stakes, coming off that layoff after the Belmont. And I think the longer race with maybe more horses in there, and this is an obvious prep for that one. And at 10 furlongs, I think he'll like that 10 furlong distance better. But I do respect his talent, and if the pace gets a little bit quicker, maybe he can run a little bit better in this race. This is how I suggest playing this race. We're going to make a $10 win wager on Legend. Then we're going to play a $5 exacta. We're going to put number 2 Legend on top of number 4 Tonalist and number 7 Wicked Strong. Then we're going to come back and we're going to play a $10 exacta. We're going to put Tonalist and Wicked Strong on top of Legend. The reason we're playing it that way is we have it covered with the $10 win wager, and then also if Legend wins, I got the $5 exacta. But then more likely he would run second, and we're still going to connect on a $10 exacta if that happens. So those wagers will be $40. Follow Horse Racing Nation on Twitter, like us on Facebook. This race is part of our $15,000 game over at DerbyWars.com, and we also have our biggest game ever on August 31st and September 1st. $100,000 game. Go over to DerbyWars.com for more details. And also Pick6blog.com if you're interested in Saturday's Saratoga Pick 6. I'll have free Pick 6 tickets, also late Pick 4 tickets. Go over to Pick6blog.com for more details. That'll wrap up this week's video. Good luck at the races.